Hello and welcome back. I'm having a lot of fun here. Obviously, I'm not the world's greatest video YouTuber in the world, just starting out and finding me feet. And I look back on last week's video. Boy, did I look scary. I look like some kind of like mad scientist. So hence, I've had the haircut. So look a bit more sexy. Probably not. Just at least I don't look scary. I don't look too sexy. No, not even remotely close. But there we go. But yeah, so this is a vast improvement on the last video. So from here, it can only get worse or better. But we'll wait and see. Well, it's good to be back and doing my Sunday evening YouTube talk. And I'm using my mobile phone this time and not a camera, so anything could happen. We just go with the flow and go from there. Now, yeah, well, basically, it's been quite amazing in the last 24 hours on YouTube. I do like lots of one-to-ones with guys in my men's group, Man League, I say. And one of the most sort of key things I think we learn, and what I learned to respect about the guys, is when guys do take responsibility for their actions, especially when you're talking to them. And it's tough. I mean, I've been there. I've made so many mistakes in my life, and I've had people turn around to me and say, "Mr. Smith, you must take responsibility for your actions." And you're like, no, thank you, but I'm going to have to. And it's really painful because you have to speak to a loved one or a friend or a bank manager or somebody, and it's uncomfortable. But you get it done, and it comes with either a personal cost or a financial cost. It comes with a cost. And that's why people tend to run away from responsibilities or go into deniability. But it's when you take up for responsibilities. My parents drummed it into me as a kid and said, "Mark, when you do something wrong, put your hand up and say you've done something wrong, because you're going to feel a lot better afterwards. It'll be very painful at the time, but afterwards you're going to feel a lot better." Never sort of have to go through life with, "Oh, I've done something wrong," or I never admitted it, or I never said anything about it, because it's not a good thing. So always put your hand up and admit you've done something wrong. So I think in the early days, my parents were teaching me very much about taking responsibility for my own actions. So anyway, I came up with wrote this tune, this song, if you like, about responsibility, taking responsibility for your own actions. And got a gut feeling that it should have been a country and western type of tune. Instead, I went down sort of Imagine Dragons route, and it came out all right, but it wasn't brilliant. But I was feeling I've not been feeling very creative lately. I suppose that's what it is, to be honest. So you know that I'm probably only going to be publishing one or two tunes a week at the moment, not getting much inspiration. Saying that, I've got one in the pipeline, which I've just come across an old poem which I wrote many years ago, and it's good. But trouble is, it's about 100 miles long, and I need to condense it to about just under sort of 3 minutes, because anything in YouTube land over 3 minutes tends to go like that. So keep it under 3 minutes, and people tend to listen to it more. Oh, in TikTok, anything less than 3 or 4 seconds, then yeah, forget it. The 3 second attention span, and they're gone. Next. Yeah, I need to condense this tune down, this potential song down a little bit. So yeah, so did it in a sort of Imagine Dragons rock style, and then I decided to actually follow my sort of gut instinct, and I decided to go to sort of country, sort of country style kind of side of music, and it sort of brought back a memory of when I was a kid. Now, some people out there You know, you've all recently gone back to vinyl and you're loving the crackling and the needles jumping and all that. Well, I was brought up with that. And what I used to do when I was a kid, probably about, I could only have been about 7, 8, 9 years old at tops. And basically I used to raid my mum's record collection on a Sunday morning. And I mean, she had a fantastic record collection. She had original Beatles 45s. What I'd do to have those in vinyl. I mean, she had nearly all of them. You name it, she had it. But also she has some amazing odd ones which are now classics, you know, deck of cards. And what I based the tune A Wise Man. So I cough, I'm a cough. Thank you, cough over. And she was like into Jim Reeves a lot. And Jim Reeves, Distant Drums, is a fantastic tune. If you've never heard of Jim Reeves and the song Distant Drums, get onto YouTube or Spotify, wherever, and listen to that. All right, it's 65 years old now, that tune will be. Sorry, white nose. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just recovering from a stomach bug, so I'm forgiven. It's a great tune. It's an absolute great tune. So listen to that, and that's what helped inspire the A Wise Man tune. Now, I did all the Suno Ghibli magic-y stuff on my phone. Now, in the in the settings as you go down, you've got like 2 slidey buttons. One is basically style, and it's kind of sensitive, but you can nudge that up to sort of 60-70%. It's good, or you just leave it at 50-55, but I always like to nudge it up. And then it's got what they call a weirdness button. Now that is really sensitive. I've only used it a few times, and it can really, really make your music sound a bit interesting. And for some known reason, I think I caught the weirdness button. So as I pressed what they call the create button, I had pressed the create button, and I looked and went, oh no, I've hit the weirdness button. And I think I knocked it up to about 60-odd%. And I was like, oh, donk. Oops, I've hit the button already. And this tune came out. Now, I thought to myself, this is not going anywhere. This tune, I like it, it's interesting, but it's not going to go anywhere. So I put it on YouTube, pretty much went to sleep that night, woke up the following morning, we would have called it 100 views for argument's sake. I went, bloody hell, 100 views? So, and I haven't looked, but last time I looked, I think it was on about 400 odd views. And honestly, you guys out there in YouTube world, there's just no rhyme or reason. I know keeping it under 3 minutes works. That seems to be the area. Anything over 3 minutes, but unless it's really, really good, and it's like, oh, that's good, I like that one. But otherwise, it's yeah. It's gone a bit mad. So I'm just intrigued, and I'll be watching that for the duration. Now, before I go, I just want to talk. My wife Eureka, she watches a lot of YouTube, and she put me onto a guy called Kevin Truman, and he was talking a lot about Ray Kroc and how McDonald's came around. And for the record, yes, I am banned from Chelmsford McDonald's. Yeah, they don't like me. But that was a long time ago. But it's a badge of honour. 58-year-old man banned from McDonald's. Well, I was banned from McDonald's a lot younger than that. But yeah, the manager didn't like me and I got banned. Yay, rebel! Power to the people! Yeah, and where I got lost. Anyway, I used to do other things, and I remember reading Grinding It Out by Ray Kroc, the book, and it's only a very small, thin book. It's not a big book. It's actually quite a thin book, and I tell you what, it's a fascinating read, whether you like McDonald's or not. Ray Kroc Grinding It Out. Forget about the film. I've not seen it, but when I was listening to Kevin Truman, who's a great guy, very sort of positive man. I know he's had a very tough life. I've not heard all of his story, but what my wife tells me about how he went to prison, and he's now a very successful guy running multiple businesses and what have you. And he runs a great YouTube channel, which I must listen a bit more to. But he was talking about McDonald's, the film. But trust me, get the book Ray Kroc Grinding It Out. And it's amazing. But he talked about dreams. Now, all right, I have a dream. And my dream is to retire one day happily and healthily and perhaps have a YouTube channel with a little bit of money coming in. I'm not talking millions of pounds, but a nice little dribble would be nice. And so I feel like that's my dream. Um, and when I was working in sales, I read quite a few PMA books, and a lot of it was about setting targets and having a dream. And as you reach each dream, like you can start with simple little dreams. I don't know, affording to go out for a meal. Trust me, some people, a lot of people can't afford to go out for a meal every week, but someone might just set it as a very reachable, gradual dream. I want to go out for a meal once a week. So what happens when you achieve that? You have to set yourself another dream, and another dream, and another dream, until you eventually achieve the big one, the dream that you've always wanted to achieve. And then it touched on what they talk about when people actually achieve the ultimate dream, whatever it is you want in life. Go to Disneyland, travel to far off different parts, have loads of money in the bank, retire happily, whatever it is. But they were talking about sportsmen and athletes and people like that, especially, and saying about the ultimate dream, especially when they achieve everything. That it might be winning multiple gold medals in Olympics, or winning the European Cup, or for footballers, and sort of the ultimate sporting accolade, getting a massive award. And they sometimes found that sometimes these sporting people, once they got these major awards, they tended to dip. So they used to talk about the impossible dream, and 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 I remember this book actually saying, set yourself an impossible dream. So what was my impossible dream? Having a massive castle that I've built myself, designed all the landscape. It's a beautiful castle. It's all in my head. And I visit it. It helps me sleep at night. I go there and I can walk around this imaginary castle that I've built. It's actually a semi-destroyed castle. The front of it's a castle. The back of it's all blown out. It's all modern. And it's all got a bit of a Japanese-English mixed garden with fish and it's lovely. And it's got statues made out of metal casted all around it, everything. That's my impossible dream. I mean, great, if I win the lottery, then I'm on my way, son. But who knows? Let's not say never, never. You never know what might happen in life. I might get successful at doing something, and before I know it, I've got more money than I can throw a stick at, which would be fantastic. But meanwhile, back in reality. So, yeah, it got me thinking about it. And I remember saying to you guys before I signed off last week, I want to talk to you about songs. And I was trying to think, because I'm not that clever to say, here's my song and here it comes now. Hey. No, that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to introduce the song I think about. Excuse me while I'm staring down because I'm staring at my laptop. And the other bins are not quite as good as they used to be. And it's a great song. It's called All We Have Is Our Dreams. And it's already done all right. It's 342 views. And I remember setting this up in a sort of punk rock kind of 80s style tune. And it took off on the day. It went really well. And I must admit, I really do like it. I've got a soft spot for this tune. So let's just see if we can get this to work. If you can play it. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a little bit of the old, you hear that sort of punk rocky kind of feel to it. It's all about the dream. So I love this tune. Expectations. Sometimes I just don't this is our dreams. This is where the guy's climbed the straitjacket and whisks me away now, isn't it? I'll just leave that to rattle off in the background. But yeah, it's all about our dreams, this song, and I love it to bits. So if you want to hear the full part of this song, please go and find it. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's called All We Have Is Our Dreams. It's a great tune. I'll play it a bit more. Just when you start dancing, don't you? Another day, another day. My wife would never let me make another YouTube video again after this, I'll tell you. Another day. It's a great tune. So, tell me this is rubbish. It's not, is it? So, I mean, brilliant. There's our dreams. All we are left with is our dreams. There we go. Enough of that. That was bonkers, by the way. This whole video has been bonkers. And thank you very much for listening to me. That is All We Have Of Our Dreams on my YouTube channel. Please, if you like it, have a go along and listen to it. Thank you very much. I have very little subscribers. If you have stumbled across this complete lunatic on YouTube, if you like it, click subscribe. I'll be back next week with another one. Take care. Have a good one.